So students, in the case of the leguminous plants, there is rhizobium bacteria, okay, that will provide the nutrients or nitrogen to that plant, okay. And there is special type of fruits that are called the nodule roots, okay, that are swollen in nature. In this way, it is swollen in nature because it contains that bacteria. Clear? So in the next is stomata is present in all plants. It is a question. Yes, it is present in all the plants. Okay, but there is an exception case of liverwort, which in which the uh, stomata is not present. Okay, next doubt is that the aquatic plants also contain the stomata. So the aquatic plants that are on the surface of the water, for example, lotus, it contains the stomata, but the plants that are submerged in the water, okay, that are greater depth, that does not have any stomata. Okay, they will get the gases, or exchange of gases takes place by the help of the cells that are present on their body. Clear? So, and the next doubt by another student is of kink. So, what is kink? Kink is a constriction. Okay. So, in the case of the clinical thermometer, there is a kink. For example, it is a thermometer, clinical thermometer. Okay, and there is a bulb, and it shows a mercury, and there is a small kink that is narrow in nature. Okay, so why this kink is made in this thermometer? So that there is no flow of the mercury level. Okay, जैसे कि आपने नोट किया टेम्परेचर जो किंक है वो क्या हेल्प करता है कि चेंज ना हो टेम्परेचर, इट विल नॉट फॉल. फॉर एग्जांपल व्हाट द अगर टेम्परेचर आपकी बॉडी ने यहाँ पे 98.4 मेजर किया है, so then when the thermometer is taken out from the mouth of that person or that patient, what will happen? It will not change. So kink is helping to maintain the temperature at constant value. Okay, it will not change. So it is a function of that kink. Clear? So it will prevent the falling of the raised mercury level. It will not fall again. Okay, so in the case of mercury, in the case of clinical thermometers, mercury is silvery white in color. You have seen the normal thermometers that we use at home. It may be red in color also. It means the mercury is silvery white, but the red color is due to the presence of the any alcohol. For example, ethanol is there. Clear? So mercury is silvery white in color or grayish color, but not if it is red, then it shows the presence of any alcohol or ethanol. Clear? So why only the mercury is used, not any another thing is another chemical or another non-metal is not used? Why? It's because the mercury is liquid at room temperature. Okay, and it exactly show the variation of temperature. It expands and contracts. Okay, so you will get the correct reading. Clear? So even there is a small change, then it will be notable in the in this type of thermometer. Okay, so next is we will proceed to the topic that we have discussed. We have discussed till chapter number 3 up to the page number 28. Okay, now we will discuss the silk and the history of silk moth. Clear? You all know that silk, we get the silk from the silkworm, and it is very shiny in nature, and it is discovered by Chinese. Yes, and the next is the rearing of silkworm, and the management of silkworm is called the sericulture. Clear? So we will discuss the another use of this silk. It can trap heat of the body. Okay, so we can also wear it in winters. Okay, next moving to the life history of silk moth. So the first state that the silk moth lays eggs, okay, on the leaf. Clear? And from that eggs larva comes out. Okay, and this larva is also called the caterpillar or the silkworm. Clear? And next, the what will happen? The larva will feed on the mulberry leaves. Okay, and it will increase in, and there is increase in the size of that caterpillar. Okay, and it at least it eat the mulberry leaves for 1 month. Okay, and then next what will happen? Then the caterpillar will move to the next state. Caterpillar will move to the next state in which the larva changes into pupa inside the cocoon. What is cocoon? The covering of the that the larva makes around itself. Okay, in this state, what will happen? It will grow its parts. Okay, and then it will properly grow and develop. Okay, and then it will go outside. Okay, it will go in. It will grow and develop inside this cocoon. Okay, and this pupa does not move. Okay, therefore there is starting of developing the organs. Okay, once it is totally grown or developed, then it will break that cocoon and then fly outside. Okay, so the when जब वो सिल्क मोथ बाहर चला गया, अब हमारे पास क्या बचा? एक सिंपल कोकून बचा. From that cocoon we get the silk fibers. Okay, then what we will do? We will weave that silk fiber and we will get the silk cloth. Okay, the two sets of the yarns are arranged together to form a fabric. Okay, clear? So the silk that we get is strong as are very strong as the steel. Okay, so it is very strong in nature. Clear? And this is the life's history of the silk moth. Only there is next is that these silk moth, if there is a different type of silk moth, then the different type of silk is obtained from that. Okay, so they are differ from each other and they also differ in their texture. Okay, so for example, another one is thick, smooth or shiny, but the common silk moth is the mulberry silk moth. Okay, there are so many varieties of the silk also, that for example it is given on your book, page number 29. It is written in italics: Tassa silk, Muga silk, and the Kosa silk. Okay, these are obtained from the different types of silk moth. Different silk moth will give different silk type of silk. Okay, that will vary in the texture. Clear? So that the silk fiber that we get is soft, lustrous, and elastic in nature. Clear to you all? So next we will discuss about yes, Vanshika, can you read that box on page number 29? Yellow box, sorry, blue box on page
Yes,
number 29. Yes.
Ma'am, blue box in India, women are significantly involved in various kinds of industries related to silk production. These are rearing of silkworms, reeling of silk from cocoons, and processing of raw silk into fabrics. By their enterprise, they contribute to the nation's economic. China leads the world in silk production. India also ranks among the leading silk producing countries.
Okay. So here the word reeling is given. So what do you mean by reeling? Can anyone tell me what is reeling? Yes, Dhruv.
Ma'am, the process of making silk threads from the cocoons
Yes.
is known as
Yes, very good. So the process of taking out the silk thread from the cocoon for the use of making silk is called the reeling process. Very good. So what is given here that the China leads the world in silk production, because we all know that China, the discovery of this silk was happened in China. Okay. So the next is on page number 30, from cocoon to silk. Okay, next we will proceed to this topic, that how it is converted into how we convert the silk that we get from the cocoon to that silk. So what is happening? There is 100 of eggs are laid at a time. Okay, and these eggs are collected over a cloth or a paper. Okay, and then it is sold to the farmers. These eggs are collected and it is sold to farmers. Clear? And then what is happening? These are kept under the hygienic conditions or suitable temperature. Suitable temperature and humidity. Okay, they are provided with the suitable temperature and humidity. Then what will happen? The eggs are warmed, okay, to a certain temperature, to a suitable temperature, and then what will happen? Lava will be had from these eggs. Okay, and next what will happen? This is done when mulberry tree bear a fresh crop of leaves. ये कब होगा? Underline this line. When the mulberry leaves bear a fresh crop of leaves. Okay, and the larva is called the caterpillar. वो उसको खाता रहेगा 25 to 30 days, उसको पूरा खाएगा on fresh leaves को, and then what will happen? It will grow in size. उसका जो size है वो increase हो जाएगा. 25-30 days के बाद वो उसको खाना बंद कर देगा mulberry leaves को. Yes, and then what will happen? Then the larva are kept in the clean bamboo trays. वो bamboo trays लेंगे और उस पे जो है लावा को रख देंगे. Clear? And next, they will stop eating after 25 to 30 days, and then on these tiny chamber bamboo plates, what will happen? They will spin the cocoons. Okay, and in which way they will spin? In the manner of 8, in this way. Clear? वो अपना जो head है वो कैसे move करते हैं? In the manner of 8. Okay. So, and they will secrete a protein, and it will form, when this protein come in contact with air, it will form a hard covering. This hard covering is cocoon. Okay, and then the caterpillar or silkworm spins the cocoon inside, which develops the silk moth, and then the processing of silkworm is done. A pile of cocoons is used for obtaining fibers, and then the cocoons are boiled. Okay, or they are provided, they provide or they expose them to steam. Okay, सभी को वो पूरा expose नहीं कर देते हैं steam को, because if they do so, then there will be no another silk moths for the for getting silk again. Okay, so what they will do, they will keep a small amount of cocoons so that silk moth can come from the cocoon. Okay, फिर वो जो silk moth है, and then it will be used for making the silk. Okay, अगर वो सभी को boil कर देंगे तो उनके पास और silk moth नहीं होंगे. Clear? अगर silk moth नहीं होंगे तो silk नहीं मिलेगी. Clear? इसलिए वो थोड़े से बचा के रखते हैं, सभी को expose नहीं करते हैं heat में, क्योंकि due to that much heat the silk moth will die. Okay, so next is the silk fibers are separate from them, and the process of taking out the threads from the cocoon for use as silk, it is the reeling of silk. Okay, and they use many types of machines by which it is converted into fabrics, okay, and then it is woven or weave into to made the fabric. Clear? So there is only in the NCERT there is given rearing, sharing and sericulture that we have discussed already, and next come to the chapter. Yes, Pranvi. Yes, बच्चे.
मैम जिनसे सिल्क वर्म होता है मैम उसको बनाना मैम उसको कोई उसके लिए कुछ उसको जरूरी होता है कि बनाना है
सिल्क वॉर्म बनाना है.
सिल्क वर्म को कोकून बनाना क्यों जरूरी होता है
सिल्क वॉर्म्स इट इज अ बच्चे सिल्क वॉर्म कोकून क्यों बनाता है बिकॉज इट इज अ प्रोसेस. ओके वो अपने सराउंडिंग सो दैट इट विल ग्रो इन दैट. ओके उसकी जो फर्दर डेवलपमेंट होगी. Okay, and in this cocoon the parts of the body develop. Okay, वो उतना नहीं रहेगा. So in that process there is a protein that is released naturally. Okay, and then it will form a, for example हमें रेस्ट करनी हो, हम अपने ऊपर कंबल लेके या कुछ कोई ब्लैंकेट लेके हम सो जाते हैं. ठीक है, हमने रेस्ट करनी है. ठीक है, वैसे ही क्या है सिल्क वॉर्म भी है, उसकी जो फर्दर डेवलपमेंट और ग्रोथ होनी है. So it will also protect itself. Okay, so it made the cocoon around it. Clear? In which the further development takes place. Yes, Vanshika.
Is there any another technique to obtain the silk from silkworms?
It is the in this way only the silk is obtained from the silkworm.
And
Yes.
ma'am एक बार in sea breeze भी explain कर दो.
So which topic?
Land breeze and sea breeze.
Okay, we are coming to that chapter, then we will discuss surely. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. So students, we are coming to the next chapter, chapter 3. Sorry, chapter 3 we have done. Okay, the next chapter heat is chapter number 4. So coming to chapter number 4. In a daily life, in a day-to-day life, we come across a number of objects that are hot or cold. Okay, so how we can know about it that object is hot or cold? Okay, by touching it. It is a simpler thing that we can do, but it does not give the exact value. Okay, how much it is hot or cold. Okay, हम चेक तो कर लेते हैं हाँ बुखार है, बट हमारे पास वो कितना है ये नहीं पता. So there is a device that is we used to measure the body temperature or any temperature of the other objects also, that is thermometer. Okay, the thermometer that we use to measure temperature of the body, it is called the clinical thermometer, while the other thermometer that we use to measure the temperature of any other object, it is called the laboratory thermometer. Clear? There is a difference in between these two thermometers. Okay, so the temperature. So what is temperature? Temperature is a degree of hotness or coolness. Okay, that we measure in degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit. Okay, so students, I am rubbing this. So then what I am discussing is, just give me a minute. Okay, so for measuring the temperature, there are two scales. Okay, that are First is the Celsius scale and the Fahrenheit scale. Yes, so these are the two scales that are used in the thermometers. Okay, and you all know that the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius and the melting point of ice is the 0 degrees Celsius. Yes, and next in the thermometers, firstly we will talk about the clinical thermometer that we use to measure the body temperature. It is made up of a glass tube, okay, in which there is a bulb at one side and it is closed at the another side. Clear? And it contains mercury in the bulb. Okay, what will happen when there is any change in temperature? What will happen? The mercury will contract or expand. It depends upon the temperature only. Clear? अगर टेम्परेचर ज्यादा होगा उसकी एक्सपेंशन ज्यादा होगी. यही लिक्विड है जो कि लिक्विड रूम टेम्परेचर पे भी लिक्विड है. ओके, सो व्हाट विल हैपन, and there are small divisions that are given that we call degree. Okay, and the range for clinical thermometer is, yes, what is the range for clinical thermometer? Yes, Krish.
मैम सेल्सियस की फ़ारेनहाइट
For the Celsius.
मैम 35 डिग्री to 42 डिग्री.
And for degree?
मैम for Fahrenheit.
You can tell only in that degree Celsius.
Okay.
In the degree Celsius, what is the reading? Sorry, what is the range? It is
35 degree.
35 degree to 42 degrees
42.
Celsius. Yes, good. So it is 35 degree Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Clear? So we can also measure fever or we use it to measure the fever in our body. Okay. So there is also a kink that we have already discussed in this thermometer, that is means a constriction. Okay, that will prevent the mercury not to fall down. Clear? And we also see the red thread that it contains mercury or ethanol. Mercury is replaced by ethanol nowadays because mercury is toxic in nature. Okay, so therefore ethanol is used. It is just a chemical compound that you will study in the next classes. Okay, so while using this clinical thermometer, you have to take some precautions. Okay, and how to use it. Okay, so what you will do, you will first shake the thermometer a few of times. Okay, you just give a slight jerk to it. Okay, so that the level of the mercury, it will come to the normal to below the normal mark. Okay, वो ऐसे नहीं कि 98.3 पे हो, नहीं, वो बिल्कुल उसका जो लेवल है 98 से नीचे लो आना चाहिए. Clear? And then what you will do, you will also wash the thermometer before using it. Okay, and you will not hold the mercury from the bulb that we have discussed a number of times, that there will be a change in the temperature if we do so. Okay, and then what we will do, then you will place the thermometer under your tongue or in the armpit. Okay, and next, after noting 1 minute, then you will remove it from your mouth and then you will see it. Okay, and the position will be exact at the position of the eye, not below it or not above it. Okay, you just keep the thermometer in the in the exact position of your eyes. Okay, ऐसा नहीं कि आप झुक के देख रहे हैं या ऊपर ज्यादा करके देख रहे हैं. So it is the wrong way. Okay, so by doing so, what will happen? There is a slight change in the reading of that the in the temperature that you are noting. Okay, चाहे वो 0.5 degrees Celsius का ही change हो, but there is a change. You get the wrong information. That means there is an error. आप कोई ना कोई गलती कर रहे हो उस टेम्परेचर को नोट करने के लिए. Clear? So you should wash the thermometer with with an antiseptic liquid before and after use. Okay, and you should hold the thermometer very carefully. Okay, otherwise it will break, and the mercury that is inside that bulb or the thermometer is there, it will come out. Okay, so it is harmful for us if we touch that mercury. Okay, many incidents can happen. Clear? Yes, Krish?
मैम मर्करी जो हमारे हेल्थ के लिए हार्मफुल है, मैम उससे और क्या हमारे हेल्थ को क्या फर्क पड़ सकता है, क्या इफेक्ट होगा?
क्या व्हाट यू आर आस्किंग?
मैम मर्करी जो हमारी हेल्थ के लिए बहुत हार्मफुल है, उससे अगर हम उसे टच करें या कुछ हमारे कांटेक्ट में, तो उसका क्या इफेक्ट करेगा?
It will cause irritation to your skin. Okay, it is harmful.
मैम आप प्रिकॉशंस में ये लिख सकते हैं कि you should keep the thermometer exactly in front of your eyes.
Yes, I have already discussed that. That we should hold the thermometer at the exact position of our eyes. Okay, so it is not safe to touch the mercury. Okay, therefore you should there is another thing also, that the mercury will also irritate your skin because it get absorbed in your skin also. So it is harmful for our body.